Well, greetings and welcome to Training with Addy. Now, this is not a normal tutorial video like some of my other series. The Training with Addy videos are me playing the game, trying to improve my own gameplay, kind of doing a kind of running commentary on what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And I will make mistakes, I will die, and hopefully by me trying to learn from what I do wrong, you guys will be able to pick up some tips as well. And of course, I would love it if you gave me some tips from what you see in the gameplay as well. I think this is the third or fourth Training with Addy video. Now, the focus on this particular one is quite literally keeping my head up, because I did a video on Know Your Gun, the FAMAS, a couple of days ago, and it's been very well received. But I've had two of my mates and one person in the comment section all say to me, you know, you're running around with your head down and you keep shooting people in the foot, which is obviously quite embarrassing. And I watched the footage back, and it's true. Whenever I sprint, like I'm kind of doing here, I seem to automatically just kind of pull my kind of crosshairs down to kind of basically to kind of increase my visibility, and I'm not consciously doing it, but it just seems to be a more kind of comfortable picture, because the guns in Battlefield tend to be pretty big, so I guess I'm just kind of pulling it down so I can see more easily. But that means that when I see targets, often I'm then having to pull the gun back up, and especially in close quarters, that does mean that I'm not necessarily starting on target, and of course in terms of getting headshots as well, that's going to be a real issue. So the reason I'm playing this map, which is traditionally a sniper map, is because we're going up and down hills a lot, or up and down mountains. So I'm hoping that by forcing myself to run up and down mountains, I'm going to have to force myself to keep correcting my to keep getting snuck up on people. I knew there was someone around there. It's going to force me to keep resetting my gun back to head height, so I'm going to have to look up, I'm going to have to look down, and each time I'm going to have to keep kind of putting my gun to where I think heads should be. Now, this is doubly embarrassing for me because one of my most successful Battlefield videos series so far has been a series on accuracy and movement and things like that, and one of the tips that I was very adamant that was really important was keep your head up. So this is definitely going to be something, a case where I need to practice what I preach, and I was clearly behind that. You must have shot me in the toe. See, toe shooting can be lethal. So it's when you kind of go up these kind of areas like this. You see here, I haven't quite. I'm looking at the floor as I'm running along, so I need to kind of pull it up every time I go here. And I'm still not quite in the right place. There you go. That's better. And it's so easy to do. You know, you run up and down stairs, you jump off buildings, all that kind of stuff you do in Battlefield. So to keep resetting the angle back to head height is not a particularly intuitive thing to do. So it's something I've got to force myself to do, to just keep getting that gun up to where the heads would be. And you'll see actually I had to correct for my gun. I mean, obviously I was aiming for where I thought they would be in that green door, but I had to push the gun straight up to that target rather than it already being on there. And in fact, even there, when I kind of came around, I got that guy because he was looking the wrong way, but I shot him in the back, not the head. But I was close. I'm definitely getting better with it. Oh, I thought I had that one. I think my burst must have been just a little bit too short, or something like that. As the focus of today's video is purely this idea of running around with my head at the right height, which I'm now proudly doing. I'm just using the M16A3 because I don't want to kind of be focusing on too many things at the same time. I think that's a key for failure, is if you're kind of like, right, in this match I'm going to work on my recoil and my movement and my head height thing and my everything else. You'll fail at all of them. And so trust me on that. I'm a teacher. You know, if you're trying to help someone get better at a lot of things, break it down and work on one thing at a time. So I am quite shamelessly using a very nice and easy gun here that will work at distance and in close range, because I just want to work on keeping my gun at head height. Now, while we are in a TDM type server, I hate shooting through stairs. I hate it. Everyone seems to be able to do it but me. Do you ever get that feeling, that everyone else can shoot you through rungs and mesh and stuff, but your bullets will never go back the other way? Anyway, TDM. key tactic, of course, has to be flanking. It's looking at that minimap, seeing where the front lines on both sides are, and of course remember front lines in Battlefield Move, and try and go around the edge like I'm trying to do here. I can see where those red dots are. I didn't get him, someone else got him. Seeing where those kind of little red arrows are on which way they're facing, and then trying to go around the edge. And this is actually a really good map for that, because most of the fighting tends to go across the middle. So if you could sneak across like this, hopefully we will hit pay dirt. Oh, and we have. There's one and there's two. And there is some of the worst shooting I think I've ever done. Oh my goodness, change gun. I got one, there we go. Ow, and then they all turned around. You know what I should have done there, actually? Bearing in mind my pistol was silenced, I should have changed straight to my silenced pistol. And, did I get him? No. I changed straight to my silenced pistol and knife and taken out as many as I could without firing it off. I've been trying to get more into my silenced weapons recently. I find it quite difficult because it reduces like bullet speed and all sorts of different things. Like it basically makes you're basically less powerful if you're running silence, but of course you don't appear on the minimap unless you're spotted. And I'm always trying to flank on any mode I'm doing, whether it's rush, conquest, TDM. It is. Flanking and trying to get behind into the side of front lines, or just be in unexpected places, is such a key skill in Battlefield, and I think it's the way that you do get those high KD ratios. But and then therefore to have a silenced weapon, to me, seems to be the kind of obvious thing there, because then you've got the ability to remain kind of unseen. But I just don't seem to be able to find a weapon I really like. Loads of people get me with the AS Val. And every time I try it, because the AS Val is automatically silenced, but every time I try it, I find it just takes so many bullets to kill that I kind of shoot them loads of times, and then they kind of turn around and calmly shoot me in the head. But I might force myself to use the Val a little bit. There we go. I might force myself to use the AS Val a little bit more and do a note your gun video with it. I mean, one of the reasons I make these videos is because I want to improve my own gameplay, and if I have to kind of teach other people how to do it, that's going to force me to get good at it, to kind of show other people. So there you are. By you guys watching these videos, I am becoming a better player. Let alone you guys. Key skill here in any kind of TDM situation is where possible, don't look out the same door twice. If you just rewind what I did there, I looked at one door, got shot, so I stuck my head out the other door and kind of got him or a different person kind of from behind before then looking back at the other door, and hopefully by that point the original guy got bored and looked the other way, because it's so often you see some guy and he'll duck behind something, and you can just keep the gun trained in that place and he'll come out again and you can just shoot him, because you know exactly where he is and he doesn't know exactly where you are most of the time. But unfortunately he knew what I was. Now, will that person that killed him be nice and revive me? Please? Thank you! Right, let's see if we can... Oh, and then I can return the favour. Teamwork! Let's see if we can do that nice little flank again, and this time I will get out my little pistol. My beloved little S-Tac, which took me about 2 days to unlock doing stupid things, and let's see if I can silently kill people. Apparently I can't. See, this is why I don't use silenced weapons, because they just injure people slightly without killing them. Probably I should have got a little bit closer, or maybe knifed them or something. But I tend to find if I kind of run up to people, want to knife them, they kind of sprint away from me. They don't know I'm there, and we just end up kind of playing tag. Well, no, I'm playing tag. They're not. I'm just kind of running, and then eventually someone spots me running after the guy and shoots me in the head. So, perhaps not. Right, how are we doing? Score is going okay, but I think we need to step it up a little. Oh, something fell down from the mountain there. Not entirely sure what it was. Right, must keep going back to the focus at hand. Must keep my gun up as I ascend and descend these slopes. It's been going pretty well so far. I don't think I have shot anyone in the foot, but I am constantly aware that I'm just having to push it up a little bit. I'm push it up a little bit. Oh, there's a few more. One down already. Let's see if I can... Hooray! There's a silenced kill. Let's reload the gun before I push on. There's never any shame in taking... If you know there's a group of enemies ahead of you, there's never any shame in taking a step back, sitting on a health pack, reloading all your guns, and just resetting yourself. Well, there's one closer. Before we get there. Oh dear. And I should actually take my own advice again, and that I probably would have survived that had I've... Oh, hello, I'm back! I'm back! I probably would have survived that had I've actually just taken a step back there and reloaded the primary before taking out that guy behind the car. But I wanted the kill now. Right, just a couple more to go. Let's see if I can get the final kill for my team by murdering all of the snow there. Right, come on, let's finish this guy off. Come on, one more kill! There he is! Success! Indeed, my team won. Either way, I hope you found this training with Addy video helpful. Again, the idea was not to show you a perfect round, but to show you how I work on my gameplay, which will hopefully inspire you to work on yours. If you spotted anything you think I need to continue to work on, and I know I've got some issues with my recoil compensation, then do let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then please do, and do go check out all my other Battlefield tutorials, the more official ones, and there's loads of Let's Plays on the channel as well. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.